Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson, and we're going to continue our studies. We are reviewing for the Grade 8 New York State Mathematics exam. This is our show number 1 for 2016 using examples from the 2015 release questions. If you need help with your homework in any subject, there's Dial a Teacher Homework Help Hotline at 212-777-3380. You can dial it from Monday to Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Please watch Math Time, our show, on Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision Channel 15. You can also reach me on YouTube and watch me on YouTube at my channel name, Dan Robinson. You can watch our latest release, our latest math movie, at PKMS Math Prep 16. It's a very good movie. I think you'll like it. You can tweet me at Dr. Rob Math 1. Rob Math 1. So let's get started. Here's our first question. Which equation does not represent a linear function? Linear is the key word. It means it is a line. So we want to make a line out of this function. So let's get our equation of a line. Y is equal to mx plus c. So when we look at these equations, here we have y equal, and let's distribute. That'll give us 2x, and distribute again, minus 6. So that's in the shape of y equal mx minus b. Now this one looks a little bit different. It has an exponent in it, and I'm leery about that, but I can change that and simplify it. 2 to the second power, which will give me 4. And 4 minus 3x. So y will equal to 4 minus 3x. And usually we put the x first, so that would be minus 3x and plus 4. So that's in the shape of y equal mx plus b. Here, let's put a 1 in front of there, so we can separate this by dividing both by the 5, 1/5, put an x next to it, and divide the 1 by the 5, so we have plus 1/5. So that would be y is equal to 1/5 x plus 1/5, and that's in the shape. Now this last one, I notice it has the x with the little 2 next to it. And I'm leery about that because I remember that the exponent next to the x didn't have a 2. So I would think D would be the choice because of the x having a 2 on it. So let's see if D is it. Yeah, that's the one. And later on you're going to learn, if you haven't already, when you have an exponent of 2, an x going to the exponent of 2, that's a curve called a parabola. It's parabolic in nature. It's a curve. Letter U is the shape of it. So we're looking for a line, whereas that gives us the shape of the letter U. So that was a nice question. So let's go on. For the graph of the function below, which interval of x is the function decreasing and non-linear? All right, so we got something called the interval of x. Interval means the range of the values of x we're interested in, and we want to know when the function is decreasing and non-linear. Well, we know linear, we just said, was a line, and we said non-linear, so non starts out with the word no, so we want no line. All right, you remember when we read from left all the way to right. So let's look at our leftmost part of the graph of our function. We have a line, and we want no line, and this is a positively sloped line because it's going up, so that's not going to be it. So we need it decreasing, which means going down, and not a straight line. So this is going down, and it is not a straight line, so it's a curve, so that looks good. But let's take a look at the rest of the So this is a curve, so it's nonlinear, but it's going up, so that's increasing. And here we have a line, and we said we don't want a line, so we're not going to look at that. So this is the one I'm going to look at. So let's draw a dot right here where it goes down and look at the x values. So at the x values, I notice it goes between -2 and 0. So it's going down, and it's not linear, it's a curve. So I'm going to pick choice letter B for my answer. So let's take a look and see if that's right. So between -2 and 0, it is nonlinear, which means it's a curve, and it's decreasing going down. Nice question. So check your understanding. If you understand it so far, great. But if you're not sure, rewatch the video, write down your questions, bring them in tomorrow. Here's our next question. Kayla wants to rent a truck for one day. She contacted two companies. The Laguna Truck Company rental charges $20. Let's underline that. $20 plus $2 per mile. Rob's Truck Company charges just $3 per mile. After how many miles? So how many miles will the total cost for both companies be the same? So we're interested in when are they both equal to each other? Well, there are a couple ways we can attack it. We can see how much they charge for 4 miles and multiply that by 2 for Laguna, and then add 20 to that, so we can substitute in, see how much, if that's equal to 4 times the $3 charged for Rob's company, and see if that'll work out. So that's another a way of guessing and checking, but I notice Laguna charges $20 plus $2 per mile. And I'll just put an X because the miles vary. Rob's Truck Company charges just $3 per mile. And I'll put an X because the miles vary. I'm just interested in when are they both equal. So let me just put them both equal to each other and set up my equation and solve it for X. So let's do a little transposing here. Minus 2x from both sides, minus 2x from both sides. And the x's will cancel out. Bring down the 20. 3x minus 2x is 20. So the answer will be 20 miles. And you can check that by plugging in to your equation here. Let's get black. $20 plus 2 times 20 miles. Let's see what that equals to. That's $20 plus $40, and that is equal to $60 will Laguna charge, and Rob's Truck Company will just charge for 20 miles, $3 per mile. That's 3 times 20, and that'll give you $60 also. So for 20 miles, it'll cost $60. So I'm going to go with choice letter C. So that's going to be my answer. So let's pick this box up here and get rid of it. There it is, choice C. So X was the number of miles they charged. Laguna charged $20 plus 2x miles. Rob charged 3x. When we set our equations equal to each other, did a little transposing, and solved for X, and we got X equal 20, which was letter C. That was a good question. So Kayla, good luck with your truck company. What is the value of N in the diagram below? Not drawn to scale. So here we have a figure, and it's not drawn to scale, which means that they're not using the correct measurements on your tools. So if you had a protractor, you might measure wrong because it's not drawn right. So it's drawn purposely to fool you. So be careful. So don't use your tools. So here we have 2n. We have a little square here, and that's a 90-degree angle. And we have n plus 18. So first thing I notice is it's on this straight line here. I remember that a line is a straight angle, and a straight angle equals 180 degrees. So since I have this line here, and that equals 180 degrees, let's see what we got. Well, we got the 90 degrees, and we got the 2n, and we got n plus 18. All of that has to add up to 180 degrees. So let's put that in our equation and add it all up, because it's supposed to add up to 180 degrees. So let's add up our 2n plus n. That'll give us 3n. You could put a 1 here if you want, one little n. And we have plus 90 plus 18. 90 plus 18 will give you 108. So we have 3n plus 108 equals 180. Now let's do a little transposing. Minus 108 from both sides. Minus 108. That'll give us 72 equals 3n. Now divide by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. 3's cancel out. N is equal to, let's see, 3 goes into that 2 times. Remainder 1. 3 goes into 12 4 times. And n is equal to 24. So my choice answer would be B. So we've solved for the answer. So let's drag B up there. And B is correct. So n is equal to 24 degrees. So let's pull this down. See what we did. So remember, all angles have to add up to 90 degrees. So I got this angle, and this angle is what I added. But if I notice up here, I wrote 2n plus n plus 18 equals 90 degrees. What happened to the 180 degrees, Dr. Rob? Well, I noticed I had 90 already. Since I had 90 degrees, and I know it's supposed to add up to 180 degrees because they are supplementary angles, or they add up to 180 degrees, I noticed I don't need the 90 degrees. So I just took 180 and minus 90 degrees and made these two angles, which are going to be complementary angles, adding up to 90 degrees. So that way, 2n plus n plus 18 would just give me 90 degrees. So I didn't really need to bother myself with the extra 90 degrees since I already had 90. So I added my 3n, 2n plus n gave me the 3n plus 18 equals 90 degrees. Then I did a little transposition here. Minus 18 from both sides. 90 minus 18 gave me 72. And then that's just like I had down here. Divide that by 3, and n is equal to 24 again. So that's a very good question. So we have our answers here, and I even want to take a second to see, is that really correct? Does that really add up to 180 degrees? So we said n was equal to 24, so 2 times 24 equals 48. So this angle down here is 48 degrees, and this angle up here is 24 plus 18, and that equals 42 degrees. So I got 42 degrees. I got the right angle, which is 90 degrees, and on the bottom I got 48 degrees. So I got to add all that stuff up, see if it adds up to 180. So let's see. 2 plus 0 plus 8 is 10. Carry the 1. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 9 is 10. So 8 plus 10 is 18. And it does add up to 180. So I am definitely sure that my n is equal to 24 for this line. So nice job on that. So n is equal to 24. B was a good choice. So hopefully you understood all of that and you got it right. So watch the video again. Check your understanding. If you understand it, great. If you're not sure, write down your questions, bring them in, and we'll be glad to answer them in school. Here's what we're going to pick up next time. So check out this question. It's a good question. from the state test that was released. So check it out, and that's what we'll pick up next time. If you need help with your homework, dial a teacher homework help hotline at 212-777-3380, Mondays to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Remember to watch our show, Math Time, Tuesdays at 4:30 to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision Channel 15. You can reach out to me and watch my videos on YouTube. Channel name is Dan Robinson. My new release, my latest release is the PKMS Math Prep 2016, a very good math show. I think you'll enjoy it, very entertaining. And you can even see some of the other math shows, Math Prep 14, Math Prep 15 on there. So check them out. So, and give us a thumbs up on YouTube. And you can comment. Please tweet me at Dr. Rob Math 1. So D Rob Math 1. So give us a tweet. Glad to hear from you. Good luck on your tests. So I know you're going to do well. I hope you got something out of the review, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.